Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Lay of the Land. It's a voxel survival crafter. It's another one I don't actually know how much is different from this one from many of the other ones. Weirdly enough, no matter how many of these games I play, I don't really mind how similar they are. It's just kind of this really nice feeling. It's like coming home or something. Or going on a vacation and staying at a really cozy cabin. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, waboo. Let's see how this goes. I think it's that feeling of exploration and adventure that every single one of these games has just something different about it. It could be RPG mechanics. It could be better terrain generation. It could be light MMO mechanics. It could be really in-depth building and crafting. I know this one has a much more destructible voxel world. Like, I think you can smash through walls and stuff, not as a, like, block, but as in, like, the voxels are much smaller in this one, and so you can treat them much more as, like, I don't want to say a physics object exactly, but the idea of being able to juggernaut through a wall, I think actually has a huge appeal, and I'm curious to see what that's going to look like in combat, because I know there's a decent amount of fighting. It also looks like the terrain generation is really pleasant, nice and dense. A decent amount of voxel survival games look, well, very, very sparse. Here, we're going to skip ahead. All right. Now we're actually in. We can look around. Ooh, this looks really nice. Let's see. First steps, stick, flint, and plant fiber from reeds. So, yeah, immediate... Oh, wait. Am I just hoovering... hoovering up tiny little voxels from those? That's wild. Okay. Well, I can left click. Yeah, I can click those to remove voxels. Okay, collect a stick. Oh, damn, that's an immediate giant cavern. Okay, this looks like reeds. Oh, pick up plant fiber. So it's F. That's a random log. There's our stick. Now all I need to do is find flint from something. Should be around here somewhere. But yeah, so I guess the differences are immediately apparent here. Namely the fact that this is... The voxels are tiny. You know, normally with these games you have the big voxels, you know, Minecraft style, and then maybe some sub-voxels to give it a sense of depth or texture. This one, the voxels are tiny, but it evokes a very similar effect. You know, look at that. And, like, if you kind of fuzz your eyes out, you're like, yeah, that's Minecraft. And then you look at it in more detail, and it's like, nope, that's definitely a lot more... there's just a lot more detail in there. I keep grabbing this stuff while I look for flint. I figure one way or another I will need plant fiber for something. But I'm not finding it here. I was really hoping I could find flint off of a rock. Don't know if I want to mess around with a skeleton archer, who luckily has not noticed me. At least not yet. I'm getting a lot of sticks. I'm getting... It's a boar. It's a pig. Pet the pig. Oh, you can't pet the pig. They'll grunt at me. Okay, that looks like flint. There we go. Okay, so I can just... Ow. 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 Shoot. I'm just gonna get freaking killed by a pig. Okay, it's forgotten about me. Looks like I have some healing. Okay, how to craft. Move ingredients from your backpack, place them together on the ground. What? Okay, well, the pig seems to have forgotten me, so that's good. Okay, so I can craft rope, I can craft a flint axe. Stick. Oh, no, it wants me to... Okay. Oh, wait, crafting. General. R. Rope. Torch, map, stick, blueprint, weapons, wooden bow, flint axe. Okay, this is how it works. Interesting crafting system. I like it. It feels immersive. It kind of reminds me of... Oh, what was it? I guess, do we want to just dump all this on the ground and see what I can craft with it? Make some rope. Maybe make an amount of paper. I have no idea if paper is useful for anything. Oh, each of these turns into a rope. Hold up. So I can craft... Can I craft the rope into anything? I have no idea. Okay, we also have dig mode, some other things. Okay. It reminds me of... Oh, what's the game with the cannibal island? Is it just called the island? No, it's called something else. Also, I should probably swap to the other side. There we go. Just so you can see the light interaction stuff. Okay, so collect oak log. Well, let's start with this. I'm assuming this is a fallen tree. Okay. Oh, so I'm collecting the voxel. Oh, that's interesting. Cube, normal, box. Funky. Yeah, so rather than... let's try a different dig mode. Let's do cube. Because the cube might be able to harvest more. Keep it kind of tidy. Maybe. The one thing I don't like about this to some degree is just the fact that I'm going to just end up with like errant oak voxels. I almost kind of wish it was one of those where there was like a structural stability for some of these things, where it's just like, hey, you've destabilized, you know, this upper section of oak. You just automatically get these. So there's kind of a reason to go for the lowest possible options. Because yeah, do I want to try cutting this oak tree down? I guess the one thing is having like... Oh, it fell. It's fallen, but it's not quite. Dig mode box? What does box even mean? I have no idea. Okay. So it does have physics. It will fall. But yeah, well, it's lost all of its leaves. Well, that was my... axe. And I don't have any more flint. So I should work on that. The heck is this? Oh, it's somebody's cart. A cow. Well, at least flint is extremely common on the main road. Hopefully better axes will have like a bigger damage zone. So I don't need to worry about it too much. Also, ooh, cool tower. But I should probably go back and hit that one. Oh, that's a gorgeous water effect. Okay. Probably just dump all of those. 1, 2. Oh, we're dumping 2 at a time. Interesting choice. Okay. So I want to make hammer, axe. Axe. Torch, dagger? Pick up the dagger, pick up the axe, pick up the axe. Keep crafting. Don't know what hammers are used for. I figure I'm just going to have a supply of axes, since they have such a limited durability. And if I'm going to want to, say, chop down this tree, it's going to take a little bit of doing. Yeah, because I like this system. Maybe just like a copper or an iron axe is going to take off more blocks at a time. Because yeah, right now this is Slightly mind-numbing. Not strictly bad, and it's kind of nice that this thing isn't just rolling off on me, but I don't know. I actually do appreciate that it has physics. It doesn't immediately just turn into voxel mush the moment it's become untethered from the ground. Anybody ever play like, and this is especially true of like mid-2000s physics systems. But, Skyrim did this in a really goofy way, where most of the objects were kind of fixed in place until you interacted with them, but once they'd interact, they'd kind of pop up from their original, like, location as the, like, collision system would take hold. And then it would finally start behaving like an actual object, kind of, sort of. But it wouldn't be uncommon for there to be, like, a collision issue as part of that. And so all of a sudden you'd like, mess with a room and suddenly things would be like popping up or flying all over the place. You know, it wouldn't even take much. It would just be like a slight jumble and all of a sudden all of the wait, can I just I can just pick up the voxels. Hold up. Okay, so actually this is much easier than I thought. There must be some kind of limitation to how many voxels I can pick up at once. Because I can't pick up the whole dang tree, but I can pick up a lot. Okay. That solves most of my main complaints with this system in one go, actually. Because now all I have to do is just go for the main connection points, split them all off from each other, until they're... Oh my god, I can pick up huge things. What? Okay. No, never mind. All my complaints are gone. This is going places, doing things. So smithing. Okay, we want to craft oak planks. Oh, that was the deer. Should probably build some kind of defenses, but I think before I do anything, let's go check out that tower. Because if the tower's got bad lads in it, I kind of want to know early, and if it doesn't, I might be able to use it as a base of operations. Ow. Cripes? Okay. Yep. So water does in fact put out fire. That's good. Oh. That doesn't... none of this seems safe. And that guy's still firing fireballs at me. Please tell me you're... This is not a safe place either. He's still following me at the very least. Okay. Flint dagger. Nope, good enough. Okay, now before I burn to death. It's not much, but it'll do. So the question is, do I try and liberate this tower? That might be a bit tricky. There's another fire guy. I do heal. Yeah, sure. Okay. If these guys aren't what I would call the strongest. Freaking bacon. Oh, there's a lot of them. Hold up. Damn it. I want to see if I can climb out of the cart. Snowflakes are immune to ice damage. How did you know? Okay, well, is there a map? Oh, there is a map, but I need 2 paper for it. Well, I know the way. Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's really any kind of death penalty, so sure, let's just go back. I think I'm going to stab the heck out of the flame lad, rather than trying to risk it, especially because I'm right next to... Oh boy. That's what I get for being completely out of stamina. There we go. Oh, I wasn't even burning. And he gives me some more flint dagger. Or, no, sorry. Ash? Whatever that stuff he drops. Okay. I'm just gonna hoover up every bit of flint that I've got. Bad bacon. Bad bacon. Well, at least I know I can survive one of those, and I can get ham. I'm gonna wait until my health comes back. I might want to clear out the other one. But the main question I have is... I mean... It's not strictly safe. Oh, this thing works on the diagonal, so it's not on a strict grid either. That's kind of nice. Okay. Build my box. No, I just want to drop one. Crafting. Make oak planks. Did I just turn all of these into oak planks? Okay. Equip your oak planks. Try building. So we have build mode box, box size, change build mode. So we have shapes, we have prefabs. Fences, custom. Open folder. So you can actually just spawn a shape if you want to. Yup. No. Oh, the damage carried over. Okay, one thing, do not like how hard it is to get out of the build mode and back to combat. Maybe... Yeah, because it's just so much UI you have to flip through before you can switch back to combat. Which I feel like there needs to be a, like, no, get me out of here immediately button. But maybe just toggle detail mode. Oh. Maybe just don't try and build things around enemies' forehead. Okay. Well, it wants me to build a thing. The problem is we have this really nice hut. I mean... I could replace the window with an actual window and see if that does anything. I think there are skeletons upstairs, so I'm going to have to go clean them out before I can, like, fully say this is mine. Okay, change build mode, shape, no, not shapes, prefabs. We want to just build a basic window, a lattice window. 10 by 10? Let's see, can I rotate? Maybe? Why? Okay, transform. Ah. Not roll. Okay, there we go. Well, I've built some lattice windows. That apparently didn't count. Okay, so I guess prefab's probably no good. So maybe we just do basic cube. Yeah, the problem is I don't know what it wants from me. Because I know what I want, but I'm a little reliant on this tutorial to tell me what I'm doing exactly. Can I pick up the lantern? Or did I just turn it off? Damn it. I picked it up. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Lantern. Yeah, because we don't have any other easy prefab things. Cylinder, candle holder, custom, slopes, windows, fences. Lattice fence. Yeah, I think my small problem with this tutorial is just... It just says try building, but I have no idea what is going to get it to kind of lay off and let me... Just gonna fill in some of the holes. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna do something else. Can I craft with these? Okay, so we can make an oak table, chair, bookshelf. See, I was hoping for a... door. Because I want to put a door on this thing, but I have no idea how. Okay, maybe I can just find it. Crafting recipes. Decorations, furniture, usables, bed. So I'm going to need fabric. Chest, kiln, smithy, double bed, eucalyptus door. So, we need bricks. Okay, so in that case, I got to figure out... Hammer? It might be a hammer or a shovel. And then a stick. Craft these together, make a hammer. Because I'm betting it's hammer to break rock. Yep. So let's see if I can do the same thing as the tree. Kind of cut the base off of this thing. And then work my way inwards. Please tell me I'm actually... Okay, I'm gaining stone. Perfect. Maybe I should... Oh, no, we can make torches. I should make some torches. I don't know how bad nighttime's going to be, is part of the consideration here. I'm also really curious, if something falls on my head, do I take damage? Because sometimes with physics systems, they can. I have fond memories of dropping trees on my head in Valheim, and laughing about it as my character... Ow. Well, I killed it. Yeah, the one thing I'm struggling with a little bit is the game isn't quite as responsive. I was trying to like stand back up and turn around and swap. I think maybe part of it is I could really use... There's a fire. I could really use some audio cues for if I've pissed something off, and maybe I just need to turn the game up some more. But, like, I didn't hear that pig until after I started stabbing it. So, I think I'm going to bump it up to 50 and we'll see what happens. Guess I should quick make some sticks, maybe? Well, at least there's the meat. Oh, there's a stick. There's more meat. I guess I was more successful than I thought, at least to some degree. But having just like a basic audio cue for like, hey, there's something that hates you right now. Yeah, I can't pick this up. So let's see if I can split it down. Oh, well, there goes the hammer. Okay. Stick. Let's do 2 sticks. Okay, another hammer. Do I actually want to make another one of these? I should. There we go. I'm wondering with these barrels if I can actually just destroy them. Because there's a possibility. Yes. Yeah, so you can eventually tear up one of those. Okay. Let's take a hatchet to one of these. This barrel here. I was not expecting that. Use the leap spell while riding a horse to jump up cliffs. What? Well, nice to know that there's a extensive magic system. Also, what the hell is that thing? Oh boy. Okay. Pointed myself in the wrong direction. Well, all things considered, this is impressing me. It's slight frustrations. I think the answer is the quality of life ain't quite there. But I'm sure it'll come. I think it's mostly just like, I had no indication that that barrel was going to be explosive. Ow. I have no idea that this boar is here to try and kill me until it starts stabbing me in the butt. I don't know about you. Bigs are pretty oinky. At least as far as I'm used to. I haven't been around too many pigs in life in retrospect. Maybe boars are much more like silent killers than I think. But like, you definitely hear them running at you. They're loud, they're snorty. A lot of animals will make noise before they try and get at you, but I don't know. Okay, please tell me this one isn't also explosive. Okay, it's not. Yeah, so I can pick up the voxels. But no metal from that. Alright. Well, crafting? General building materials. Okay, so we know planks. I really wish they would actually combine, instead of like colored concrete, it's just concrete or colored concrete. Because yeah, if I want to make fabric, I just want to make regular fabric. The UI is very huge for the fact that it only is showing me 4 recipes at a time. I almost kind of wish I had like the full-on crafting grid. You know, here's just a ton of stuff, mouse over it to see what the item is. Then you can click on it to see the recipe. Yeah, because the problem is I'm not actually learning how to make concrete or even fabric here. It's just teaching me how to dye fabric, which is not really helpful. Same thing with all the like, you know, plank recipes. You could just have one thing here that just alternates between the different types of wood. They've already, I mean, they've clearly done that here where it's alternating, you know, what type of source resource. But yeah, it's just telling me how to dye fabric. Oh, white fabric is just thatch. How do we make thatch? Thatch is just grass. Grass maybe is a shovel thing? They've got ferns. I did get tin plate's decorative though. Unless I can smelt it, which I might be able to. Well, in that case. All I have to do is hit it once. And it becomes voxels I can pick up. Sick. And I don't know how much of this stuff I can use, but there's a possibility that I might be able to toss like the tin plate into a furnace and get tin. I'm just going to get that back. Okay, so we want to crafting. Okay, building materials, usable. Usables. So I could do a campfire, a bed, a chest. Kiln. Needs clay, so I'm going to have to get that from a river. So in retrospect, I should have built a shovel. Well. Put the paper on the ground. Craft into a map. Okay, there we go. That should give me a little bit more. We'll have to see what the map details even look like. Oddly enough, I'm heavily reminded of... Oh, what is it? Open map. Okay, so we can just see... It's just top-down. I'd like to at least be able to make notes on this, but maybe that's something that I have to get access to later. Right. We're also going to look into making general. That's dye. Stick. Stick just requires pine log. I don't think I actually have any at the moment. Well, back out to the place where everything hates me. Well, that was that. Luckily, yeah, I prepped for this, kind of. Okay, there goes the tree. The problem is, yeah, this is as dark for me as it is for you guys, so, bear with me. Ow. Okay, so you can take damage from physics objects falling on your head. This is expected. I'm gonna leave this unless I'm trapped by it. Nope, looks like we're good. Yeah, like I could yoink one of these lanterns. Maybe I can? Okay, please tell me I can equip a lantern. I cannot. Okay. I can carry it. What I want is to be able to carry it in my offhand. Okay, well, at the very least, now I can see this tree and what I'm doing to it. The last one just... Oh, there it goes. What? Yeah, I did say I had fond memories of this sort of thing happening. Well, luckily there's no penalty for just beefing it repeatedly. And if I die enough, it's dawn. Heck are you? Spider? Heck, I actually have no idea what this thing is. Probably gonna kill the hell out of me again. Nope, they're dead. I legitimately have no idea what this thing is. It's a weird spider, but it has a... Yeah, it's this... Oh, maybe it's like an egg sac on its back. Okay, there's a third one. It is chasing me. If I'm lucky, it's forgotten about me. Cool. Well, now I know that this thing can kill the hell out of me. I gotta be a little careful about it. And by that, I mean, I don't know. If it happens again, I'll laugh. Okay. I did say I'd laugh. Was it just like waggling back and forth slightly and just cut my head off? I guess that's the explanation that I can give. Okay, there's the other spider. I think we're just going to leave it alone. Like, I can fight all these monsters on the road, but they're endless, and my durability is not. Okay, so this time, let's not stand under it. Whoop. Okay. Bit spooky for a moment. Hope this doesn't break the lantern. Well, we don't need the lantern at this point, so let's pick it up. Yeah, it's not Stone Hearth. Oh, I'm trying to remember it. There's a Voxel sandbox game. Name is blanking on me. It's the Minecraft one, but you have to assemble, like, pots piece by piece, and you have to, like, build underground kilns and stuff like that. It's, like, very traditional and quite good, but also kind of stringent and merciless in a way that is reminding me very heavily of this. Okay. Yeah, at this point, we just don't care about the tutorial anymore. It'd be nice if there was, like, some listed goal or anything, but hey. Okay, so I need to make sticks. Oh, change them out. And I can just hold F to pick things up. What is the maximum number of sticks I can make? 32. Hell yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I have a truly egregious amount of sticks that I guess can't stack, but that's fine. We will use them up. So I want to do a torch. I could also make a bow. Archery might not be a bad idea considering how I've died a couple of times at this point, but that's okay. Blueprint. Oh, that's probably for copying something. Paper. Okay. Well, that's not what I want. We want a weapon. Because I want to make a flint shovel. And I should have probably made one of these originally. Because it turns out I'm going to need them. Okay. So clay you get from riverbanks. I mean... that look like clay? I have no idea. I'm going to restock on reeds here. I wish it would tell me what resources I'm getting. Oh. No, that's spiderweb. Can't do anything with that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to... can't just drop it, can I? Huh. They're tiny. Okay. Oh, maybe it's something like this. Yeah. What a finicky system. So I have to place it on a flat surface that can actually take the barrel. There we go. It makes sense, but I kind of wish there was a way that I could just drop the dang object on the ground, but I also get it. Yeah, that the commitment to the physics system here is both one of this game's greatest strengths and also slight frustrations, namely because I'm not used to it. That, as somebody who does not play these games consistently, all of a sudden having to contend with all this extra stuff. Oh, I've read fabric from somewhere. No idea. That was the hammer. So this is getting me grass blocks. Now, are you terracotta? This might be terracotta. Nope, that's clay. So terracotta, oh, is from the pots, probably. Well, we need both of these in decent quantity. So I'm just going to kind of grab all of them. But luckily, like, the resource system is pretty basic. It only needs, like, a handful of certain stuff. And so I can just easily stock up. Do we think that's enough? 7,000 grass, 20,000 stone, amount of clay. Should be good. Okay, so let's go back to our tower. Stick. Always want more stick. Always want more flint. Though I think I can convert stone into flint. Okay. How are we doing this? Plant fiber. All right. I can just grab all the rope. There we go. That's actually so much easier. I have too much rope now. That's fine. I think first and foremost, usables. We need a chest. Plank. Stick. Let's see, rotate left. Should be good. Actually, do I? Let's put the first one here. Oh, that does block the light, though. Yeah, I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. Better than nothing. Okay. Use chest. So I can store extra stuff in here that I don't need. Namely, tall grass seedlings. The map? Black powder spiderweb. There we go. That gives me some amount of stuff. Next question. I'm going to put the other lantern here. I'll have to see about getting more of them, but I might just straight up steal them. So we want to make a kiln, a basic smeltery. Oh boy. Oh, but I'm going to need bricks, aren't I? Hopefully I'm not going to need basic stone for much. Okay, so we want to just do stone bricks, clay. Make a kiln. And I need more terracotta. Or, yeah, more terracotta if I want to make a basic smeltery. But in retrospect, maybe it's not a problem. Okay, and I don't have nearly enough fabric. And yeah, I can make lanterns. The planks out. We want to also make a door. Well, that's slightly bothersome. Question. Okay, change build mode. It's Windows, custom, basic, fences. Candle holder, cube. Well, oh, that's a neat rain effect. It really does seem like a driving rain, too. Yeah. I don't really think about this, but where do you put your door handles? Okay. At least we've got a doorway. And then if I wanted to, I could switch this to detail mode. But that kind of sucks. I wish there... is there a... I like detail mode, but I kind of wish I could click and drag. Just in case there's a critter that might notice me. Through the gap in the door. We're going to create the world's most, like, banal door jam. This isn't too bad. I think it's mostly for obsessives than anything else. Like, if you want to get deep into the details. Which I think some people are going to adore. I'm not. You know, I'm much more of the stone block / sky block Minecraft player. As opposed to anything else. And so, pardon me if I'm not, like, super big on the... how would I even describe it? I don't know. Let's see, where do I want to put my smeltery? Here? Something like that. It's been so long I actually haven't... Wait. Pick up kiln, move kiln. But how do I use kiln? Unless, does it have to be outside? This could be one of those games. Yeah, so I can place stuff. Okay, take some of the clay. Place it up top. Take some of the logs. And place them down below. Okay, cool. So that instantly created a bunch of terracotta for us. Which means now I should be able to build... Oh, Q, torch. Oh, so I can have something in my offhand, just maybe not the lantern. Well, at least I have a consistent source of light now. Crafting. So we want to go back, usables. I feel like at this point I should have very much figured out how to make that work, but I guess the game just says no. Anvil. We wanted to do a basic smeltery, so we need the terracotta, stone bricks. Craft this into axe. Oh boy. Basic smeltery. One thing you could do for a tutorial like this is just Hey, this player seems to have skipped some steps and has straight up made the smeltery. We're just going to turn off the tutorial the rest of the way. Yeah, so the problem is this thing is freaking huge. Like, possibly a little too large for this tiny... Yeah. I guess I'll have to put it outside. Kinda hoping not to. It just feels weird to put my smeltery out in the elements, but I don't have a choice. Okay. So I can smelt stuff. The problem is, I have nothing to smelt. We don't have any ore yet. Which means I should probably start digging. Yeah, because we have bear trap, handle, other things. Yeah, copper armor, iron armor, meh. Furniture, metalworking. Yeah, so molds so I can make better stuff. There's also magic. So a basic wand would require a mana crystal. The heck do I get one of those? Ow? It's like there's a ghost boar just hiding out in the woods that every once in a while smacks me. Well, okay. Barring anything and everything, let's make us another dagger. Well, I tried. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, that's less gone. Swap it for... Do something like that. Okay. Go for that. I should have checked if there's a shield that I can make. So I haven't actually checked if I have any neighbors in this tower. Well, there's one. I don't know if they come back. Let's just wait for my health to return. If there's going to be a magic crystal anywhere, it might honestly be here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow, that thing died so fast for how terrifying it looks. And it didn't drop anything. But we do have a bed. You know what? I'm just going to leave it here, actually. Okay, home set, but I can only sleep at night. Large clay pots. I'm just going to steal the terracotta right off of them. Okay. You are terrifying. Ow. Yeah, Skeletal Boy hurts. Well, I'm not going to sit in a chair. Ever. I can pick up a bookshelf, but I don't know what it's going to get me. But we have this. Please tell me it has a basic wand. Oh, we just get to skip steps. Here's the question. Please don't tell me that this also has durability. It probably does. But at least I've got a magic wand, so I can play around with magic at least for a little bit. Yep. Yeah. If there was falling damage, it wasn't much. Okay, so next order of business. You know, actually, change dig mode. Cube. Detail mode. Okay, here we go. That's my hammer. Don't worry, I have many axes. Reset on the whole use cube situation. So what I'm going to do is maybe build a secret diggy basement. Here. Dig mode, cube, flatten, normal, box. Yeah, hopefully bigger tools have, or better tools have bigger dig capacity. And ultimately, I'm probably going to replace this whole thing with wood anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, if I'm going to have this tower as my base of operations, I could just live here. The other thing is I could actually give up on this idea now. Because this video is, like, almost done. You know, keep the oak logs with me. We don't need the dirt. Keep the rest of my stuff, though. Put the terracotta back. Yeah, so I have my oak planks, which I can use to make some stuff. I guess the one thing I should check... Yeah, I need to find a mystic wand. For some of these. Usables. Oh no, we already know about usables. Tried making a campfire yet. Yeah, bucket, dyes, torches, maps. Metalworking and magic. Seems a little basic on my end. Okay. Oh, we have levitate and magic missile. Levitate? What? Okay. Doesn't look like it cost me durability. Okay. You also cannot levitate creatures. Yeah, I mean, that tracks. So things I'm looking for. Bear or... What are you? Yeah, some of these things I can't pick up. Probably bear. It's cute, whatever it is. Right, I should probably also grab some flint as I go by, just in case. I'm gonna need more. There's also all these flowers abound, but eh. Okay. There was something in the distance earlier. Let's see. Let's change spell back to magic missile. Oh, there's a building here. Yeah, I might as well just check out some of the other locations. Digging and mining is tempting. The problem is the block size is so freaking small that digging an actual, like, mine shaft would kind of suck. I guess I could go back to that pre-built thing. Eggplant seeds, carrot seeds, and some rope. And fair enough. Oh. Okay, so big downer. I don't have much mana. Well, yeah, I don't have much mana at all. I like where this is going. I think the actual, like, Voxel sandbox feels really good to me. I think the crafting is a little fiddly. I almost kind of wish that there was a toggle between, like, the Voxel crafting of, like, put things on the ground and craft from there. And then a much more just traditional press button. You know, you have the resources, press button. You're good to go. I also kind of feel like this maybe would benefit from RPG leveling. Purely from the perspective of, you know, getting rid of some mild frustrations, and also getting around the fact that I have no mana whatsoever. Okay. Where's that revival shrine? It was over here. Because I want to see what's in that cave. I'd also love if you could dig, or if you could scale up the amount of, or the size of cubes. Here it is. Yeah, I'm just going to go in the hole. Oh, this cave is extremely good. And so what I'm going to say is, like, as a voxel sandbox exploration sim, this is really nice. Like, even this cave looks incredible compared to pretty much any... Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, no, like, all of the moments that I'm having here, these little, like, you know, whoa, what is this thing? Or where am I now? That feels so good to me. The problem is... Oh, am I getting nothing from this? Stone at best. Oh, I don't have a blue glowy crystal and tell me it's just decor. I mean, I suppose it is. But yeah, having played so many of these other games, the combat system, I think the combat system in interacting with things feels clunkier than I'd like. In a way that I think holds the game back a little bit. However, things like being able to just levitate stuff is really cool. I think it's just like the mana capacity was just so bad. And maybe there's better enhancements that I can get at a later date that gives me some mana regen to play around with. Like, that actually would help. At this point, there's no way I'm getting out of this cave without dying. Which is fine. This is the kind of game I could almost say I could live in the cave system. The one problem is I'm not actually... So, it's gorgeous. But there's nothing here. You know, none of these are resources that I'm looking for. Haven't spotted anything that looks like copper yet. Or a resource vein. And, you know, first coming across the crystals is really cool because it's like, whoa, pretty. And then it's now set in that, no, they're everywhere and pretty, and they give me really nice lighting, and this game looks amazing. But there's not much for me to do in here. Well, is what it is. I don't know. What I was going to say for the digging and mining is I wish the radius was a little bit bigger. Actually, manually digging sucked. And maybe I just need a bigger, better pick. Or maybe you're not really supposed to. Maybe it's one of those that, like, you really are supposed to find caves like this, go spelunking rather than digging a giant, you know, pit straight to hell. I don't know. If you like gorgeous voxel games and you want to see one that actually does the whole, hey, every single voxel is actually tiny and the world's made up of them, definitely check this one out. If you're looking for something akin to early Minecraft, it's probably worth a look. If you're looking for something a little bit more developed, like current Minecraft, modded Minecraft, or Hytale, or Terraria, I don't think this is there yet. Because I did find a way out. There was nothing down there. Shame. But yeah, if you're looking for something more polished and a little bit more combat-centric like Hytale, probably give this one a pass for now. Now they get mad at me. Oh, we know this is a boar. And I ran out of mana before I could even kill a boar. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Okay. But yeah, overall, feelings are positive. I just think this is going to need, like, a couple years in the oven before I'm going to come back again. And maybe that's a good spot. I feel like voxel games lend themselves really well to early access development. I think whoever's on the art team for this game and handling the visual side are geniuses, and they did an incredible job with this. And just want to see the combat, the gameplay mechanics kind of match. Unless it's supposed to be one of those, like, really slow-going, you know, zero to hero kind of games. I'm just not seeing it from the crafting menu. You know, we've got these sigils, which sound kind of neat, but where do I even find these? Maybe getting up to the better wand would be nice, but if there's no way for me to get, like, better mana, I don't know. And it seems like I do get like boots and rings and stuff, but we probably just have to raid locations until we can find something. But yeah, can't even make armor. I don't know. Anyway, might as well mention that Lay of the Land is available now on Steam. It's $20 normally, down to 18 for launch, which is, I think, a fair price for what it is. I mean, big, expansive world to explore, voxel sandbox, all that jazz. But very much if you pick it up now, you should know that this is going to be a while before it's like really in full game territory. At least as far as I can tell. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps it more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. With that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.